Hello everybody, this is Kodambakam Undiluted Ayappa Prasad here. I am here today to talk about this issue of celebrities not paying taxes. The judge made some very harsh comments saying that don't be real heroes, be real heroes. This I have written in detail about it in my blog southfilmyblogspot.com. Vijay has done his bit. He has given 1.5 crores for the COVID, and he is been doing a lot of things by giving money, and his society fan clubs have been doing a lot of things. That's different point. What I'm coming to is celebrities always have this habit of when it comes to taxes, they get a bit not bit. They get always irked. They feel that taxes are not what they pay is not being used in the right way or what I don't know, but they don't pay. No, it is not Vijay the first person who is moved the court for some tax waiving and all that. Rajinikanth had once moved. Rajinikanth owns a marriage hall called Raghavendra Kalyana Mandapam that is run by a trust. Now this Mandapam during the COVID time was lying idle. There was no meetings, no kalyanam, nothing, no weddings, no work. They were paying for they had to pay whatever minimum electricity meter charges they call, and then the corporation sent them a notice, property tax notice, as they should, annual tax. Now Rajinikanth said, "Look, I am not making any money out of this. There's no income. It's been closed, so you should waive it off. No money, no money, no tax." Corporation said, "No, you have to pay tax. As per rules, you have to pay tax. Whether you run it or not, it's not our person. You are registered as this thing." So immediately his lawyer moved the court, moved straight away the High Court. Now High Court got this petition. The High Court asked, "Look, we have a lot of pending cases. Very, very important cases are there. Did you people ever move the corporation, give an official representation? You people might be having an organization of owners of these Kalyana Mandapam. They might have moved the corporation or the government, local administration. Did you give any official representation and get any official reply saying that this cannot be waived for what reasons? Have you exhausted all the avenues of seeking redressal to your problem?" No. Without all that, you have come straight away and you have jumped here to the High Court asking us to intervene. Do you think that this is of that importance for an High Court to take up this issue and intervene when you have not even exhausted the channels available to you at the corporation level? Immediately, Rajinikanth said, "Sorry, I am withdrawing the case. My lawyer did a mistake. I am very sorry." Now, there's another aspect which I like about Rajinikanth's family life. Whatever his wife does, he always says that that has got nothing to do with me. And his wife also says that yes, it has got nothing to do with my husband, which is a very good policy. Because here in my life, whatever my wife does, if she incurs some debt anywhere or has to pay some money and she finds it that she doesn't have the money, she will tell me, "You pay the money and I'll pay the money," so that she can have peace of mind. Or rather, she will trouble me and make me lose my peace of mind. This is how we function here. But there it doesn't happen. She had taken some loan from a financier for her production company. The movie bombed. She had to pay money. Then there were so many litigations. Finally, the financier, like anybody, went to court and he said, "Look, she is the wife of great superstar Rajinikanth, who's earning in crores and millions. You can readily pay off this money. Why don't you direct her husband to pay this money. Rajinikanth said, I have nothing to do with it. Finish it. I just acted in the movie. I was an actor. That's all. That movie is produced by her and her partner. I have nothing to do about it. Court also said legally, yes, that is right. He went off. Next, she got into a problem with the school owner. She runs a school called the Ashram. That was run in a rented building. She had some problem with the landowner or the rent or whatever, and some big thing. And he closed the gates and he didn't allow anybody to come inside. And the children were locked out and buses were locked out. So many things happened. School buses were not plying, and one big buses. So everybody said, "What is this? Nigant wants he can easily buy land in Chennai or in nearby Chennai and with a building and run a school for his wife. Why all this taking on rent and all that and getting into fracas over the rent? No answer for that. On top of it, there was this corporation buildings. You find all over the city in Chennai. You'll find all over that. They're small, small. It's all built by housing board or something, anything like that. It's all very in a very bad state of condition. Most of the buildings inside look good because the owners have kept it that way. They have plastered it and kept it. What the steps to these places and all that. It was at one time started with a grand idea that to provide small businesses, offices within the city at very cheap rates. So many people had then taken and it passed hands, and one of those offices was with Rajinikanth, and it is in the prime place called Arvarpet, very close to Mr. Kamal's office on a very good arterial road. Now the corporation found out that they always needed money for a lot of civic works. Even they have money also. City of Chennai always has not gone much further in terms of civic works. So they decided that they need money. So they said, okay, this is what last 10 years we haven't revised the rent for these buildings. Let us increase it from 1,500. They made it 3,000 rupees. 1,500 itself, I think it took 20 years to reach 1,500. Then suddenly overnight they revised it and made it 3,000 rupees. That give 3,000 rupees. I don't know about other tenants what happened, but Radha Rajinikanth went to court saying that how can you increase it to 3,000 rupees? It's too much. 3,000 rupees for office in Alarpet. My God, how can I have a 3,000 rupee office in Alarpet? In Alarpet for 3,000 rupees, you won't even get a a bunk shop in a road. Forget a office. We cannot pay this. It's too much looting. He made a lot of noise. Finally, the same thing happened. They said you pay up or you just quit the place. Nothing doing about it. Everybody would have thought, why? What is this again? Corporation is asking only 3,000 rupees. For 3,000 rupees, it's a bloody steal. You can't even dream of getting an office for 1,000 rupees or 3,000 rupees you're having in CP Ramasamy Road in Aurarpet, arterial road, close to many VIPs. Anybody would have grabbed it and said, okay, we pay this money and stay there. What is this? Why are they behaving like that? Nobody understood. Matter was left at that. So when it comes to this kind of taxes and all that, it is there. And surprising thing is that I was told, I didn't read the statement, but I was told that Stalin had come in support of Vijay's court case over the entry tax of vehicles and all that. So I believe he brought in Nirav Modi, Lalit Modi, Vijay Mallya, and so many other people who have evaded paying loans and all that, and saying that poor Vijay is being harassed. The whole entry tax has to be paid to the state government. It has to be paid to the state government to get a Tamil Nadu registration for his car. It is a RTO of Chennai for which he has to pay, and the RTO comes under the traffic department, transport department of the state government. The law was passed by the Tamil Nadu Assembly. entry tax, because there was disparity in taxes from Pondicherry to Tamil Nadu and Kerala. I remember fast and Amala's Pondicherry registration cars getting caught by Kerala RTO, and then they had to pay taxes to get their cars released. Whereas here, this guy's car has not been seized so far. That is a state subject. So probably all he can do is, the next coming assembly section is going on, budget session. He can, the new minister, foreign educated minister, PTR can announce that Tamil Nadu has done away with entry tax. There is no need of entry tax. We are not going to levy any entry tax. Even otherwise, I don't see the need for entry tax because there is already a GST in place. There is another thing called UGST, that is for Union Territories. Pondicherry doesn't have to have UGST. It's not there because there is a state legislation there. State assembly is in force, so they don't come under UGST. But since everything has been made this thing, why the hell should you have entry tax? So I was told that Vijay is planning to go in appeal against the court order, saying that the whole thing is this thing, because once you have GST, then why should you have entry tax? And he has a valid point, which I mentioned in my blog, southfilmyblogspot.com. So when it comes to taxes, I think it is only you and me who get, when we get a ordinary letter by post from the income tax saying that your accounts are not in proper, you have to submit within 1 week, you have to appear in person before this with all the relevant documents. We immediately run behind our accountant, and we then dig up all our salary certificates, and then whatever expenditure, some bills, some credit card statements, this thing, that thing, we go here, there, and go a lot of things, and then we go to the income tax officer, and we sit there as if they are going to just say something, and we'll be just put in one car and sent off to jail. All this horrifying visuals pass our mind, and we are terrified, and we just run behind the chartered accountant as if he is going to save us from the death sentence. That is all for you and me. These people have no such problem. That is all for the day. Goodbye, folks.